Good evening everyone, welcome back to David Let Go to Hobbies. Right, I'm parked up in Chesterfield and I thought I'll make a few videos for you. And the subject I'm going to talk about is two. One is the government and secondly is the police force. Now, long story cut short, as a kid I had parents that brought me up. If I'd done something wrong, I'd get a smack. And I'll be honest with you, I probably deserved it. And I was disciplined when I'd done something wrong. I was told off. And for my actions, the consequences was either a sore ass or sent to my bedroom. But parents in those days brought children up. And getting a smack on the arse, you know, I probably deserved it. And I think children nowadays don't have the discipline. And I don't think the parents really care a hoot about their children's behaviour. I'm not saying every parent's like that, but it just seems that the feeling I get is that there's a lack of care in society where they will basically answer back the parent and to try and get their own way, to have what they want when they want it, and if they don't get what they want, they kick up a right rumpus. And you think to yourself, I dare not do that when I was a kid. I would have got a flipping clip round the back of the head or a smack on the arse. And I daren't be cheap. I mean, I respected my mum and dad. And this is a true story. I said the F word in front of my I think it was my mum, and she told me to go and see my dad. Oh man, I was pooping myself. And I can't remember what my dad was doing. I remember him, he was doing something. I told him what I said. He said, let this be a lesson to you, son. If I hear you saying it again, it'll be more than a talk you're getting, or something to that effect. Don't do it again. And he used to say to me, think before you speak, David. I remember my dad saying that so many times to me. Think before you speak. And I try, but it doesn't always work, because what comes out sometimes is not what always meant to happen. And I'll tell you a very quick story, and this is the honest truth. I used to work for a hire company that used to hire out cars, and I used to clean the cars and do maintenance and bits and pieces. One day he sent me out to this chap that got a car, and he said to me, I want you to go and pick it up. I can't remember what it was. It might have been a battery, or I don't know what it was, whatever it was. And I went over there and I told him who sent me, and he said, we haven't had a chance to take it off the car yet. And before he'd finished saying it, I thought it, but I didn't not say it. I thought it and said it at the same time. And you ever get that feeling you should have listened to what your dad said? Think before you speak. And this is a classic example. I said to him, I don't believe you. I thought, where do I put my face? I thought, is he going to land me one? I said, sorry mate, that not was meant to come out like that. I think he was a bit taken back, but because I was a young man, I apologised and nothing was else said about it. But talk about embarrassing. And that was a true story. So as a classic example, think before you speak, as my dad used to say. Yeah. But my mum and dad tried to instill discipline into me, and what's right, what's wrong. You don't do this, you don't do that. You respect your elders, you respect the police and your teachers at school, and anyone in society. You give them the respect they deserve. You know, at the end of the day, we're all equal. But some people think they're better than other people, don't they? You know it as well as I know it. And I just think to myself, karma's going to come back, bite them back in the arse. Because one day they're going to have a wake-up call and realise that they're going to have a big shock to the system. So I believe in karma. But going back to what I'm saying, it's about a society we live in and the lack of discipline. I mean, teachers nowadays in school. I'm going to make a video on teachers. I'm not going to talk about it too much in this video, but if you can imagine, I've got my hands on my head, right, and I'm thinking to myself, how those poor teachers cope with these kids at school. God only knows. God only knows. And I'll tell you what, I wouldn't do it. I would never do it, because I just feel that no one's backing them up. And they're trying to do the best they can and teach these kids, but they're not interested. They just want to be just disruptive. Some do. And I think it is a society thing, what nationality you are. In other countries, like, give you an example, India or China, for example, just two countries, their children are better behaved, as far as I know, and they don't. Perhaps it's because they have discipline. Perhaps it's a society that, you know, is controlled, and you don't have that sort of lawless society. Just look at the state of this country. I'm not trying to be poo, but to be honest with you, it's true, isn't it? I mean, who can be proud of Britain now? We've been sold out so many times. We've got a police force which is non-existent. We've got a Labour government that wants to screw us all over. And you've got a society that doesn't care a hoot. But I do. Perhaps I'm a lone one that does care. And this is the whole part and parcel of making videos. And tell you, when I was a kid, things were different. And I wish nowadays we had more of that in society. The caring. I mean, you walk down the street, right? And this is the last thing I'm going to say. Two things, right? You walk down the street and you see someone walking towards you. What do I say? I say, good morning, or good evening, hello. They look at you like, who are you? Where do you come from? Mars? Venus? Are you an alien? I'm just trying to be friendly. What happened to that? Another example, right? I stopped to let people cross the road, right? There was a woman walking her dog. She was standing at the side of the road this morning, or this afternoon, right? As I'm driving my truck, and she was looking at me. I flashed my light. I said, go on, girl, you go across with her dog. She walked across the road. There's a car coming towards her. She had enough time to cross safely. She said, thank you. Put her hand up and said, thank you. Pleasure. I do it because I'm thinking about your safety and the dog's safety. So that's the point of things. I can do it. Why can't other people do it? If we all start behaving like that, society would get better, wouldn't it? So on a positive note, consider that. Just be nice to people. Let them cross the road. You know, look in your mirrors before you do this sort of thing. If you're going to stop and let someone cross the road, put your couple of flashes on the hazard lights and flash your brake lights, and Give people warning behind you what they're going to do. Most of them are not just got their nose in the phone. Some of them are actually looking where they're going. Amazingly, but there you go. Anyway, that's enough said for one night. Let me know what you think. Be interested to find out the thoughts of you and what you think about what I've said. Does it resonate with you? Because it resonates with me, because I do care. And I do care about what I do. I do care about other people. And that's the person I am. So there we go. So as I always say, thank you for watching. Please leave a comment down below. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you next video. Take care. Bye for now.